Shalom, shalom, all praises, glory and honors to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the elect. I'm my brother Makulat from the Great Millstone Jamaica camp. With a quick lesson to feed the potential elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Very brief, I was just meditating on this whole video that these cats at the IUIC did about the Sabbath. Which also here at Great Millstone we've been through that before, and it's in the spirit again to be dealt with. So I'm walking to look taxi and while I'm doing so I was thinking make a very quick clip. So basically they went in Genesis the first chapter, and they were speaking about the fact that the moon and the sun and the stars was created on the first day. Now, this reminds me of, back in my earlier years of being in this truth, where the elder Apostle used to speak about these guys and their elevator is still at the basement. It doesn't lift. It hasn't been lifted up, where it's supposed to be lifted as yet. So, what we do, we try to lift it, but unfortunately, not all men believe, So we're gonna go Genesis 1, verse 1, because there's a question that I really want to ask. Why I'm doing this very short lesson, yeah? So it reads, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Now, us that are in the know that this is not speaking about Yahweh, the Almighty, yeah? He's speaking about Yahweh shine the angels, man. The Hebrew word there is Alahayim, right? Judges, powers, angels. So we know that it was Yahweh Shai and the angels, and that's another lesson for another time to break it down. But let's read it where we see the word God, we put the word angels, right? So it says, in the beginning, the angels created the heaven and the earth, right? And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the spirit of the angels moved upon the face of the water. And the angels said, let there be light, and there was light. And the angels saw the light that it was good, and the angels divided the light from the darkness. And the angels called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So my question is, what should have they done? And the point that I see brothers been making, which is a right thing, this is not speaking of a 24-hour day. This is speaking of a span of 1,000 years, as it is written in the book of Psalms. And Peter says, one day with the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. And evil, what you call them, astrologers or whatever, they would tell you that when you leave the earth and go outside, time is more slower than the regular, There, manners, yes sir, respect. See, right, so my question is, how should I word it? Yes, Fambo, respect, yeah? Should the moon and the stars be created on the first day here? Yeah, that is my question to the whole argument. Seeing that it's a problem that it was created on the fourth day, So when he speaks about like in verse 2, when he says, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. What should they did? They should have just create the moon and and the moon and the sun and the stars. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense, and that's where understanding comes into play. You have to not just read, but understand what you read, right? Because throughout the scriptures, man, it gives you how to mark times, as they have read the same chapter, Genesis, the first chapter, verse 14. Yeah, and it speaks about the elements in the heavens, like the sun and the moon, you know, for times and seasons and days and years. And it's for to divide night from light from darkness and mark seasons, man, just paraphrasing, right? No. So they're basically trying to say that Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is a Sabbath, which we know that, you know, we know that you would never find those words, you know, in the scriptures. You won't find Ash Wednesday, Holy Thursday. You don't find that shit, man. You find the first day, second day, all the way to the seventh day. You know, that's how the Hebrews mark time. You know, that's how we did it back in the ancient world. We didn't use the respect, my boss. Everything blessed. Manners in a man every time. Yeah. we didn't use what's his name? The Juliano calendar. That's not that, and that was a 8 days per week calendar. We didn't use Pope Gregory back then when we were in our land. You know, we use the ordinances to mark the seasons. No, let's get another scripture. Yeah, you see me? So because if you read the scriptures with understanding, yeah, you will see that the moon has a lot to do with the Sabbaths, man, and it marks the time. So let's go to 1 Samuel 20. Let's go to 1 Samuel 20, verse 24, all right? And it reads, so David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat him down to eat meat, right? So this is on the new moon, right? This was on the new moon. The king sat him down to eat meat, right? It says, oh shit, where was I? Verse 24, right? Verse 25, it says, and the king sat upon his seat as at other times, even upon a seat by the wall, and Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. It says, nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean, sure he is not clean. Now here's the point, very important. Verse 27 says, and it came to pass on the morrow, which was the second day of the month. So if if David sat down, right? If David sat down, you know, to eat meat, the king sat him down on the new moon. And then it says on the morrow, which is the second day of the month. Then what would signify the first day of the month? The new moon. See, it's very, very simple. You know, once you're reading or you're trying to get the understanding, you know, instead of trying to, what should I say, yeah, to rebel against the truth, against Yahweh Shai, because what these guys are doing, they think that they're rebelling against Great Stone, but really you're rebelling against Yahweh Shai. Yeah? That's what you're doing. You're rebelling against Yahweh Shai, man. See? And you ain't rebelling against Great Stone. So let me read 27 against it. And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the second day of the month, that David's place was empty. And Saul said unto Jonathan his son, wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse to meet, neither yesterday nor today? So the yesterday would be what? The new moon, which is a Sabbath. So you work 6 days, and on the 7th day rest, which would be, some say first quarter, first half. That would be the next Sabbath. You work 6 days, you rest on the 7th day, which is the full moon, right? And we see doctrines where people out there saying that the the full moon is the new moon, which is a mad thing to say, you know, to even think. You understand? Because like living in the islands, whenever you see the moon is new, it's just like a dark ball in the heavens, man. You know, we can tell you that because we are not we are not that lit like in New York City, man. We're not that lit like in Times Square. So we get the perfect understanding on that in reality. So let me get another scripture. See, guys, very important to know this stuff, man. See, so bear with me 1 second. Yeah. Which you am? You good? Tired, man. I work hard, eh? What? I work, man, hard, man. Maybe check you, man. I check you still, eh? Yeah. What time you close? You ready?